There's no reason to panic.
Despite calls for calm, concern is setting in among Americans. Fear the coronavirus will spread to their community. Store shelves are coming up short in hand sanitizer, disinfectant, and most of all, face masks.
The average American does not need to go out and buy a mask.
Government officials say face masks are not necessary if you are healthy and don't entirely provide protection against the coronavirus. Even still, brick-and-mortar stores are struggling to keep up with demand. Companies like Home Depot, Rite Aid, Target, Lowe's, CVS, Walgreens all tell CNN they're working to expedite product to their stores. Home Depot is limiting 10 masks per customer, and sites like Amazon shut down suppliers accused of price gouging. Jody Vitelli is seeing her small business begin to boom. What sort of phone calls are you getting?
Do you have any masks, and how fast can I get them? And the answer is we have many masks.
In 2013, Vitelli started Tuda Masks to stop the spread of germs on airplanes. And now her masks, which provide the most basic level of protection, are in high demand.
This is not an N95 respirator, so there is some transparency, some possibility of it coming inside, but still it is a very good tool.
Vitelli says she gets the public's concern, and the masks allow people to feel in control of their health.
If you touch something, you're less likely to touch your nose and mouth if you're wearing a face mask.
The need for a sense of security is also driving internet searches. Helium 10, a software company that assists Amazon retailers, tells CNN Amazon users have searched for the word N95 mask more than 862,000 times in the last 30 days, significantly up from last month.
We've contracted now with 3M to 35 million more masks per month.
The federal government announcing it's taking steps to increase availability of the N95 respirator masks and will prioritize them for healthcare workers.
If we as healthcare providers do not have the tools we need, some of us may not feel safe going to work. And then all kinds of other things will break down.
For now, health officials urge your best line of defense is simple and cheap. Wash your hands and cover your mouth when you cough and sneeze. Bryn Gingras, CNN, New York.
All right, shalom. This is Chanakta Anban Yashala from the Lions in the Yashala camp. First and foremost, I'd like to say Kal Halayim La Yahweh, by Hashem Yahushai, by Hashem Harakakadash Mama. Double honors to the elder apostles, a great millstone, and salutations to the argument that pushing the truth and sincerity and truth. And peace and blessings to the men, women, and children that believe in the name of Yahweh by Hashem Yahushai. All right. This is 2 Ezra chapter 16, verse 1. It says, Woe be unto thee, Babylon and Asia. Woe be unto thee, Egypt and Syria. Gird up yourselves with clothes of sackcloth and hair, bewail your children, and be sorry, for your destruction is at hand. All right, and you're seeing the destruction of that's happening across the globe with this coronavirus. Now you have cases in the United States, and you even have cases in Florida. I'm here in Florida. And there's one potential case here in Jacksonville. It's in a neighboring city of Jacksonville called Atlantic Beach. It's either Atlantic Beach or Ponte Vedra Beach, to where they don't know exactly if she has the virus or not. They're waiting on test results. It just goes to show how serious this thing is, man. All right. It says, a sword is sent upon you, and who may turn it back? Fire is sent among you, and who may quench it? Plagues are sent unto you. What is he that may drive them away? So, like, how about Shem Yahushua just telling you right there, these plagues, and one of those plagues is the coronavirus. There's nothing they can do to quarantine it, to stop it from doing what it's doing, you know? And you got all these, like this woman in the video saying that her business is booming now because of this, and the pharmaceutical companies are booming because of this. And also, like your products, like household products, like Lysol and disinfectants and things like that, they're booming because of this, you know. And it's you know, and the elder brought out a good point earlier. He was saying the elder Harold One was saying that which I believe very well, that this is man-made. He's saying it was man-made. And it's a scheme for the upper elite to make money, you know. And I very well believe that. I totally agree with that because you know, especially with the places that it's hitting and everything, you know. So I can't wait to hear his video as he's about to put out on this matter because this is a very serious topic, um, and it's very prophetic because the plagues are sent out, and who may drive them away? Nobody can drive it away. It says, "May a man drive away a hungry lion in the wood, or may one quench the fire in the stubble when it has begun to burn? May one turn the arrow that is shot of a strong archer? The mighty the mighty Lord sendeth the plagues, and who is he that can drive them away?" Right? So by them putting this virus out here out here and making it global, right? how you know, they don't even know that they think they're doing it, you know, because what the scripture, because they do these things because the power is in their own hands, but they don't know if Yahweh Shem Yahushai manipulating the minds of these individuals, man. All right, so let me read this little bit of this article. It says 6 people have died in Washington State as the United States grapples with more than 100 cases of the disease caused by the novel coronavirus. 4 of the people who died were residents at the Life Care Center nursing care facility in Kirkland, in suburban Seattle. King Country Health Officer Jeffrey Dukin said Monday 4 other coronavirus cases are also linked to the Life Care Center. Current residents and associates continue to be monitored closely, especially for an elevated temperature, cough, shortness of breath, officials said the statement of the Life Care website. Many residents displaying these symptoms is placed in isolation. Associates are screened prior to the beginning of work and upon leaving. So, man, and then they're also talking. There's another article I want to get into. They're talking about doing like driveway screenings to where you could drive up to these places and get screened real quick and get tested to see if you have the virus. So we like stores are like shelves, like things have been emptying off the shelves in the stores. People are going into panic here in America, and we see this every year because they do the same thing with when it comes to hurricane season, where they buy up all the water, buy up all the non-perishable foods and stock it up, and you know, buy up all the wood to board up the windows and everything like that. But when the hand of the Lord is sent out against you, there's nothing you can do to stop it. Now, I'm not saying at all don't protect yourself. Of course, you should. Like me and the elder were talking earlier, you should build up your immune system. You should do that anyway. But get you some rest. Eat a lot of vitamin C and antioxidant foods. A lot of green leafy vegetables. You know, you should keep yourself. You should keep yourself healthy anyway. You shouldn't want to wait until, you know, a pandemic like this happens, and then now you want to think about taking care of yourself. You should also always take care of yourself, exercising, eating right. All right. Like the apostles used to say, green smoothies. All right. So you got this virus spreading everywhere, and there's no way to contain it. They have no way to contain it. You know, like the scripture says, 2 Ezra 16:8, it says, "The mighty Lord sendeth the plague, and who is he that can drive them away?" Nobody can drive them away, man. All right. Let me skip down to verse 13. It says, "For strong is his right hand that bendeth the bow, his arrows that he shooteth are sharp, and shall not miss when they begin to be shot out into the ends of the world." All right, so all the plagues that are sent out by Yahweh Shem Yahushai, all right, are going to hit their mark. All right, it says, "Behold, the plagues are sent." Yeah, for verse 14, it says, "Behold, the plagues are sent and shall not return again until they come upon the earth. So he smited the whole earth with plagues, man. Verse 7, let's get down to verse 17. It says, woe is me, who will deliver me in those days? And the ones that believe in Yahweh Shem Yahushai shall be delivered in those days. Because we're going to trust in the Lord, you know? All right. Let me see. Let me get it. Verse 18, it says, the beginning of sorrows and great mournings, the beginning of famine and great death, the beginning of wars, and the power shall stand in fear. The powers shall stand in fear, the beginning of evils. What shall I do when these evils shall come? Behold, famine and plagues, tribulation and anguish are sent as scorches for amendment. All right, and that's beginning. The Most High is beginning to judge the earth, man. Yahweh Shem Yahushua is beginning to judge the earth. You know, and there's nothing you can do to stop it. You better hope that you're in His good graces, man. You better hope you're in the book of life. Better repent. That's what it's about. So we that seek the Lord, Yahweh Shem Yahushua, all right. What are we? The main thing we're gonna do is we're gonna stay continued in prayer. All right, prayer meaning to stimulate the mind, keep the mind, you know, because a weary mind affects the body. So prayer is going to keep us of sound mind, and we're going to eat right, exercise, and do the things that are right, you know, and keep that correct balance in the name of Yahweh Shem Yahushua, because He said He's going to protect those that are His from all these plagues, like He protected them in Egypt. All right. All right, so I'm going to get one more scripture to close it out. It says, therefore say unto them, thus saith the Lord, Yahweh Shem Yahushai, there shall none of my words be prolonged any more, but the word which I have spoken shall be done, saith the Lord. All right, and He said He's going to send plagues to smite the world and smite Egypt, and that's what He's doing. That's why you're seeing, and it's going to be a lot more cases right here in America. All right, because why? Because Yahweh Shem Yahushai said so. With that being said, I want to say, Kal Halayim La Yahweh, Ba'Shem Yahushai, Ba'Shem Harakak Wadash Ma'amah. Double honors to the other apostles of Great Millstone, and salutations to the Akim that are pushing the truth and sincerity and truth, and peace and blessing to the men, women, and children that believe in the name of Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushai. All right, Shalom. We almost out of here.